After transferring to Vanderbilt for his junior season, Tony Carcetti has established himself as one of the best players in college football at the linebacker position, but he's had to deal with the Commodores' terrible offense dragging his team down and has been struggling quite a lot to meet the demands of being a student at a major college, even with a general education major. So far, he's mostly been using his generally intimidating presence to make other students do his work for him to keep him academically eligible. His Vanderbilt team is about to get deeper into SEC play and take on some tough opponents, and we'll see if Tony can stay eligible, carry them to victory, and maybe get on the Heisman watch in the process. Alright, so first up today, we've got a very tough game against Georgia. Offense has somehow thrown a pick six and kicked a field goal already in the first quarter. So this is the first time Tony and this defense are touching the field, and they're going to start it off with a 3-and-out. Unfortunately, our punt returner muffs the punt. We are already seeing what kind of team our boy Tony is working with here. And man, Georgia ranked number 6 at 4-2. The SEC bias is crazy. I somehow missed it on the speed option there, but we come back around and still get the tackle for loss. Carson Beck hasn't done anything crazy so far. He's getting sacked a lot actually and fumbles the ball here. The Vandy defense able to pounce, overcoming a couple of turnovers to take the lead, but way too much space on the speed option here. To win this game though, Tony is going to have to go off and catch a couple of picks, and just did not see that in route from Brock Bowers soon enough. We just can't be missing those opportunities if we want to get the dub in this one, and Georgia is going to quickly retake the lead. But after being trash in the last video, offense is kind of going crazy so far. They may have thrown a pick six, but they're at least scoring some points here. We miss out at a pick opportunity there. Just got to make sure the Bulldogs don't get into the end zone before halftime, and they're running the ball. Tony is getting on it and will get the tackle for loss, shushing his own crowd after the play. Okay, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It looks like Georgia traveled pretty well. All right, the Vandy boys head to the second half unexpectedly holding their own, and Tony's going to come on the blitz on third down, almost gets to Carson Beck and forces an incompletion. Just got to keep holding these guys off until we get a chance at a pick six, and this is it. Georgia is running a screen and Tony was on it, but Beck wisely throws it out of bounds. Not sure how that was not intentional grounding, and Georgia is going to pick this defense apart on third down. This is going to turn into a huge play as dude is rumbling down the sidelines inside the red zone. On 3rd and 8, Tony's bringing the pressure again, but Carson Beck stands strong in the pocket and the Bulldogs will take the lead. On 3rd down, Georgia just going with a screen, and we were almost on that for a pick. A very interesting call. But Georgia's going with another screen here. Tony gets stuck on the block. That was our chance, dude. I was not expecting it on that first down, and now Georgia is probably just going to run the ball. That is painful. For some reason, coach is taking Tony off the field on 3rd and 3, and Georgia is going to pass it short. Okay, we'll at least get a stop. Time to see if offense can lead a game-tying drive with just a minute and a half left, and this is not a good start. Our quarterback gets swamped in the backfield, and on 3rd down, we are not really having the sense of urgency I'd like to see. It'll be a 4th and super long. All right, man, I can't say I have a lot of faith at this point, and our quarterback is just going to dump it off. Okay, we pick up a first down. We might have something here. Still really going to need a miracle. Cannot be taking sacks, and our quarterback is just going to throw it directly to the Georgia defender. That is sadly going to do it. So it was a valiant effort, but offense just ran out of juice in this game, and Tony couldn't quite provide that spark that this team needed today. I'm not gonna lie, fellas, it's kind of been a tough season so far. Tony's doing his thing, but this Vanderbilt team just is not good. It's still possible we could get into the expanded playoffs, but it's gonna take a miracle at this point. And Texas A&M might be 2-5. Their overall is pretty high, so this is not gonna be an easy game, and their quarterback has nothing but green grass in front of him. He's gonna take this to the crib, and offense has just been so inconsistent. Defense hasn't been great either. A&M's been running a ton of triple option, and it's been kind of difficult to stop. But they're passing the ball here, and Tony's teammate is gonna get an interception. Finally, somebody helps our guy out. All right, offense is able to do it. We got a tie ball game, and Texas A&M trying to run the option here. Defense will get another stop, and Tony's gonna try to take matters into his own hands on the return here, but sadly gets instantly lit up. And we haven't had a pick yet this video after catching 3 a game last time. There have just been a lot of run heavy teams on this schedule. I would love to find a way to come up with a safety here, and A&M's actually going with play action. Their quarterback has all day in the end zone and is gonna find the tight end downfield. He is throwing guys off of him, and this is gonna turn into a huge game. This is what I'm talking about, man. Tony was blitzing on the play, and he's the guy who's got to make the tackle. He was literally on the ground by the quarterback when that ball was thrown, and now A&M's going right back to the run. We're able to track down Max Johnson, who's shown to be kind of quick. Tony's tackle total is solid, but we really need him to step up and make a big play soon. He just hasn't gotten a lot of chances, but he forces the fumble here. That is exactly what we needed, and hopefully that can change the momentum in this game. Unfortunately, offense instantly turns the ball over, and man, I thought we had a pick there. Just didn't quite have the angle on that. Would have been another huge play by Tony, and instead A&M's going to be able to punch it in on the goal line. Okay, offense able to get 3. That'll at least give this team a chance. We're gonna have to come up with a stop here. A&M is gonna have a 3rd and 15 with 2 minutes left in the game. And they are just gonna run the ball. Tony gets blocked, but gets up quick and is able to make the tackle. We're gonna get a shot here. But offense is able to get a game-winning touchdown, and we get out of there with a dub. The dream is still alive for the Commodores, as our quarterback actually balled out today. Tony with a quiet day, but did have that impactful forced fumble. So next up, we're headed to the Swamp, taking on another talented team that's underperforming, and Florida's gonna start this off with a touchdown. I'm expecting this to be another tough game, and I know offense just scored a game winner, but I don't have a lot of faith in them at this point in the season. After 2 games with no picks, we really need one today. These teams just do not pass the ball, dude. Florida's one of those offenses that just has weird formations that are kind of tricky to stop. And on 3rd down, they're running the read option. Everybody bit on the running back, and Max Brown has nothing but green grass ahead of him. This is not looking good. We need some kind of big play soon. And Tony, trying to make it here, forces the fumble, and number 11 is gonna scoop it up. Tony delivers when his team needs him, and we are right back in this game. And not only that, man, special teams gets a touchdown. This one turned around real quick, and the Florida quarterback is trying Tony. He will step in front of it, and without offense scoring a single point, we have 3 touchdowns in the span of like a minute. This is absolutely a Heisman performance from Tony, and we'll see if he can keep it going. Just a minute left before halftime. Florida's probably going to be passing the ball here, so I'm hunting for another pick. And man, we were close there, not quite able to break it up. This feels like a huge drive in deciding the future of this game, and Tony's just been a half second late with his reaction. But he's still putting up an insane stat line: 6 tackles, a forced fumble, and a pick 6. And Florida's quarterback tries him again here. One route you do not want to throw against Tony is the corner, and he should be able to take this to the house, but man, this dude is fast as hell. He's gonna hawk us down. We'll see if offense can get some points before halftime here. Unfortunately, they can't, but that is all good. I cannot believe we got out of that half with a lead. Tony's just playing spy here. Quarterback's taking off, and he's on it. That'll bring it up to 7 tackles on the day in the 3rd quarter, and we're able to get a stop right at the edge of field goal range. Florida's gonna kick this, and I'm gonna try to get a sneaky return here. Oh, but the kicker has the leg for that. Thankfully, he misses it right. All right, I feel like this is gonna come down to what happens first: another Tony pick 6 or a Florida score, as we completely murder the Florida quarterback there. You do not want to see Tony's 7-foot frame coming at you. I feel like Tony's trying to force another fumble before this game is over. He's just got to find a way to square somebody up, and he might have had it there if dude didn't get tripped up. All right, so we head to the 4th quarter. It's looking tight. Need some good red zone defense. This is a big 3rd down here, and Tony is coming on the blitz, trying to get around the tackle, and the quarterback has to get it out quick. It'll be 4th down, and the Gators are going for it. Okay, dudes are just gonna run slants, and Tony is all over that. He has the pick and should be able to take it to the house. Can't quite get in between those 2 guys, but he gets his 3rd pick on the day, and that'll set the NCAA record for interceptions in a season. But this game is not quite over yet. Florida's still running the ball for some reason. Sit down. Would have loved to see the ball pop out there. But Tony's done more than enough in the turnover department. It's kind of crazy this is still a game. Florida not showing like a crazy sense of urgency here. Still running the ball and still getting sat down by Tony. His running back's averaging 7 yards a carry, but he is taking some hits. And now we're gonna get the quarterback again. I'm shocked that these Florida dudes have no fear, as Tony's up to 12 tackles on the day. He gets pancaked on 3rd down, but his teammate creams the running back. And Florida's gonna have a do or die 4th and 6. Their play calling is what got them here, and the quarterback's gonna have all day. Tony's trying to get in there for the sack, but he's gonna get it out for the 1st down. I have no idea how that happened, and now the Gators are gonna have a chance. Thankfully, we are able to get Brown in the backfield this time, and for some reason, coach takes Tony off the field on 3rd down. What are we doing here? Of course, Florida's gonna get it to 1st and goal with him off the field, trying to take the lead, and they are going to get it to the slant route. You gotta be kidding me, dude. Unbelievably, we are gonna head to overtime here, and it looks like the Gators are just gonna keep running the ball. We're able to barely stop them short of the 1st down, so hopefully we can make a play here on 3rd and inches. And Florida's gonna run a surprising play action pass. Quarterback has all day and will find a man for a big game. All right, so we got a goal line situation here. Gators quarterback is gonna take off, and we do get the sack, so it'll be 3rd down. Tony's gonna come on the blitz, and the quarterback's trying to get out of the pocket. Tony almost gets there, but dude makes an absolutely ridiculous throw for the touchdown. My God. And this doesn't feel good. It is up to our offense, and they're trying to set up a screen here. That'll go nowhere. All right, so it's gonna be 4th down. These boys have sold us all day, and they're running a halfback screen on 4th and 10. Bro, no wonder these dudes scored 0 points. Tony comes up with 4 turnovers, but his team still loses in overtime. Absolutely ridiculous, man. Okay, well, after their terrible week last week, offense starts out this Kentucky game with a touchdown. And Tony's gonna start it out with a pick, looking to have another great game, and he will just barely get tripped up. That'll break the record for school interceptions in a career in just 1 season at Vanderbilt. And those boys on offense might have started it off with a touchdown, but just watch. I bet that's the only one they get today. Tony tracking down the running back for an easy stop on 3rd down. An okay offense, proved me wrong. 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. I will take that any day of the week. Another 3rd and 5 here. This Kentucky offense has not looked too tough so far, and Devin Leary's gonna get tripped up out of the backfield. This one's starting to look like it could be a route, as Tony had the pick there and just didn't reach his arms out. That one would have gone back to the crib for sure. Like I've said, man, Tony is not the smartest tool in the shed. His football instincts are elite, but he does have moments when he dumbs out, and this is gonna lead to a Kentucky touchdown. Offense answers right back, though. They have actually been good today, but we've lost a lot of games this year that look like they were locked up, so you just never know what could happen going into the second half. But Tony is gonna take away any thoughts of a comeback with a crazy one-handed pick. I reacted to that so slow, but Tony does the rest. At 7 feet tall, he can reach out and get it. This man better be on the Heisman watch by the end of this game. No way there is anybody in the country who's done more for their team this season, and I'm trying to close it out with at least one more pick. Kentucky's trying to serve me up right here. I will take that. The halfback screen continues to be fruitful, and this one will be easy. Nobody around Tony as he'll take it to the bank for his 2nd pick 6 on the day. And still a couple of minutes left. Let's pad those stats, man. Come here, Devin Leary. Looks like Tony's talking a little bit of smack here, and it seems like Kentucky's just trying to run the clock out for the most part, but they almost give us another one there, and that'll do it. Tony ends it with 3 picks on the day, getting the Commodores right back on track. So tune into the next episode to see if Tony can finally get on that Heisman watch and close out this season strong.